Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, Scopies. It's the travel mom, Ahesha Catalano here. Thank you guys for the love. Oh my goodness, I totally appreciate it. Thank you guys so very much. I have an awesome message for you guys today. I'll give everybody a second to hop on and join us. I'm sure you all hear everybody's favorite baby in the background. Hey, you guys. Oh, I'm so glad to see so many repeat visitors checking in. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. And thank you so much for the hearts. Hey, Denise. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to see you guys. Hi. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just really wanted to share a very special, very important message for you guys, especially for all of the employeepreneurs. And, you know, that's a term that's been, you know, used all the time for those folks who still have full-time or part-time jobs and are building their entrepreneurial dreams in addition to still working for somebody else. There's this misconception that entrepreneurs, you know, hate full-time jobs, or, you know, we're so anti, excuse my dogs in the background. This is real life, you guys. This is the travel mom life, like for real. If Abigail starts crying, then that's going to be a typical day in my life. But a lot of people think that, you know, entrepreneurs are, so you understand me, Ms. Denise. I'm so glad you could join us. But people feel sometimes like, you know, entrepreneurs, that we're so anti-job or so anti 9 to 5, and that's just not the case. A lot of people still need a 9 to 5 or a part-time job or some other source of income while building their entrepreneurial dreams. Whether you are working in a network marketing company or your entrepreneurial dream is to own a brick and mortar type of business, whatever entrepreneurial path you take, it takes money to build those types of things almost all the time. There's no way to, you know, create massive success if you have absolutely no income coming in. It has to be coming from somewhere. You're going to need a tremendous support system if you're doing all of this with absolutely, you know, no income. I'm not saying it can't be done. You know, those of you that are blessed with friends or family that will foot the bills and take care of you, count your blessings. But for the rest of us, you know, we need something else to, you know, keep us afloat while we build our dreams in the background and while we work our businesses on the side. So I just want to encourage you guys. I want to empower you guys to have a different mindset and to work your 9 to 5 job just a little bit differently, because the thoughts that you think and the feelings that you have are a direct reflection of what you see in your life and what you experience in your life. So if you are at your job and you know, quote unquote, hate your job, and you're thinking all of these negative things and you're feeling all of these negative things and you're putting all of this negativity out there, that's gonna come back to you no matter what. Like reaping and sowing, that's not just some made up woo-woo, you know, situation. Karma is real, and so is the law of attraction and the law of reaping and sowing. Whatever it is that you put out there, it's coming back to you. And here's the kicker. We don't get to decide when it comes back to us. We don't get to decide how it comes back to us. So you can't, you know, put negativity out there from 9 to 5 and then expect from, you know, 5 to 9 that all of this positivity is going to come back to you. That's just not the way it works. So I want you guys to be conscious of what you're putting out there in the atmosphere. If there's a boss at your job that you don't care for, if there are people at your job that you don't particularly like, learn how to deal with those people, because as an entrepreneur, the people that you meet, the people that you come across, they are your everything. There is no paycheck, you know, there's no 2-week paycheck that's going to be coming to you the same way when you're an entrepreneur as it would if you were just punching a clock. You can just sit on your job and do absolutely nothing. And in many cases, you know, at least until they catch on to you and, you know, give you the boot, but you still get a paycheck for that. As an entrepreneur, if you're not active, if you're not productive, you're not going to make any money. So I say that to say, learn how to deal with those people that you may not always agree with, that you may not, thank you guys so much for the love. You may not always agree with those people. You may not like them. You may not like what they say or do or who they are or whatever. But I guarantee you, there is a message for you in that experience. There is some type of lesson for you as you deal with those people, because as entrepreneurs, again, the people that we come across are everything, especially if you are in like a network marketing or direct sales type of business. Yes, we do get to choose the people that we work with. You know, you can sponsor individuals into your business based on what you like and what they like. You can, you know, target those people. I told you guys she was going to cut up at any minute. You can target those types of people that you think would be a great fit for you. But as your team grows, you're going to come across individuals who may be on your team. Here, Abigail, so that everybody can see you, because I know that's what you like. As you come across those people who may find themselves in your business, they may not always agree with you. You may not always agree with them. But again, there's no, you know, paycheck that's guaranteed at the end of that. So you absolutely have to build your business in a bit of a different way. Are you done, Abby? You want to say hi to everybody? Okay, go ahead and say hi, because mommy's not finished sharing. I wanted to tell you guys a really quick story. So many of you know how I always say at the end of my videos, at the end of my conference calls, at the end of my messages, to live the life you love and to love the life you live. Well, that is something that really is special to me, because that's how I feel all the time. I want to live a life that I absolutely love. And I love pretty much everything about my life. It may not be quote unquote perfect based on everybody else's terms or based on everybody else's example of success, but I really do absolutely love my life. I think everything happens for a reason. Some of you may have seen this little necklace. I'll show it to you guys. I don't know if you can see the words on it. On this side, it says, love the life you live. And if I wear it on the other side, it says, live the life you love. I have to tell you guys the story behind that. So many years ago, I was in real estate for a short amount of time, and I worked in an apartment rental community in the office for a few hours. And there was a resident who lived there, and there were folks in the office who really didn't care for her personality. She wasn't necessarily the nicest, person to get along with. But at the end of the day, this was her home, and she wanted things, a certain way. So, of course, we as the office staff just had to respect that. Well, I was pleasant to anybody. I mean, you really have to, do something terrible for me to just not be polite or nice to you. So she'd come in, with her attitude and, her little isms all the time. And I would just be as nice to her as I would anybody else, because she had never given me a reason to treat her any other way. So there was this situation that occurred, and, she was just very unhappy, and everybody was just kind of giving her, the runaround and just not treating her nicely. And I intervened, and I did everything that I could to just make sure that things were handled in a way that I would have been happy with myself. Something that I like to treat people the way I want to be treated. That's the golden rule. I have always lived by that. So that's what I did. And about a week later, she comes into the office with a thank you card and a box. And in the box was this adorable little necklace, and on it, it had my very favorite saying, to live the life you love and to love the life you live. Now, I don't know if this already existed. I haven't been able to find this piece of jewelry anywhere. I don't know if this was just a thing that she saw in a store and bought, or if she saw it on my desk or in the office, or if she heard me say it and actually got it made on there, and I had never been able to ask her about that. So I don't know, how it came to be. But I say that to say this, tiny little necklace has stayed with me for many, many years because of the woman that I helped in that situation. So you just never know whose path you are going to cross in life. And it's so important for those of you who are still working 9-to-5 jobs that you are treating people the way you would like to be treated. You don't have to love every aspect of your job. You don't have to love everybody that you work with, but it's very important that you are just putting those positive vibes out there, that you're putting that positive energy out there, that you are treating people at all times the way you want to be treated, because again, you don't get to choose how karma treats you after the fact. You don't get to choose when karma pays you back. So you can't, have a piss poor attitude at your job and then think that, in your entrepreneurial venture that, the atmosphere is just going to all of a sudden send you all of this positivity because that's where you're the most positive. You need to be positive all the time. You can't be negative half the day and then positive half the day and then expect that the positivity is going to be the only thing that shows up when it's something that's important to you or when it's something that that is very special to you. So please, keep that in mind as you are going about your day, as you are going about your life. Remember that the grass is not always greener on the other side. The grass is greener where it is watered. So again, if your job isn't, making you happy, you need to water that grass. You need to start cultivating relationships with the people that you work with. Maybe there's somebody with a negative attitude and they could really be going through something and nobody's taken the time to get to know that person or to see, what's really going on with them or how they can help that person. You just never know. So I hope that today's message was helpful to you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed, what I shared. I hope that something that I mentioned has resonated with any of you guys. Please keep in touch. Thank you for all of the return visitors who've been scoping with us all this time. We absolutely love and appreciate you guys. I pray for each and every one of you. I always go back and look through all the folks who have jumped on. So thank you guys, and be sure to connect with me. For those of you that are not on my Facebook, Ahesha Catalano, please be sure to catch up with me there. My coaching website is almost finished, you guys. You can do it too .biz. Be sure to check me out there. ateamtravel.info. That's my personal business card. All of my information and my contact stuff is there. All right. Have a terrific Tuesday. I love you guys. Remember to live the life you love and love the life you live. God bless you guys. Have an awesome day.